There are a lot of rules in classical music, most of which I hate. What to wear, when to clap, how to pronounce the names of the composers, how long concerts should last. So I thought I'd make my own rule, just one of them, and try and stick to that wherever possible, which is, it is not allowed to give a piano recital without including at least one piece of music by Chopin. It's just not right. Chopin was this musical freak from this tiny little village way outside of Warsaw who single-handedly revolutionized piano playing forever. It's extraordinary. Genuinely, I cannot think of another composer, not one, about whom one can say 98% of everything he ever wrote, everything, is still today played in active repertory all around the world. It's extraordinary, thousands of pieces. It's just a shame he was such a giant asshole. He's a bit like Simon Cowell. I mean, he was really, really, really good at what he does, but just a massive cock. He was racist and a social climber, and he taught piano, but he wouldn't just teach anyone. He taught extremely beautiful daughters of very rich men. And he earned, in today's money, per hour, the equivalent 900 quid an hour. It's worse than lawyers. I mean, I might start teaching, actually. I'm just suddenly, it's not a bad little earner. And I guess the one word one could use to describe the kind of love Chopin elicits for me is simply mad, batshit crazy, just totally nuts. I quite like to challenge the perceptions we have of the composers. And when we think of Chopin, I say that like we all think of him all the time. Like, one day. If we were, on occasion, to think about Chopin, I suppose what one would think of is this kind of slightly consumptive, coughing, weak little man-child who wrote very pretty, dainty little tunes on the piano, and yet could not be further from the truth. He had this relationship with Georges Sand which killed him. I mean, it was hyper-dysfunctional. And this piece I'm going to play now, it's the last movement of his third piano sonata. And have you ever had one of those arguments with your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, where you go to bed afterwards and you're up all night and running through your head, you're just replaying it word for word, and I can't believe she said that, and how could she? And come on, it can't just be me. It won't stop, it won't stop. And this reminds me of that. It's the same theme, it just comes and it gets more and more frenetic. And if ever there was a proof that a composer was in more dire need of mood-stabilizing medication, this piece is it. Anyway, this is the last movement, the presto, from his third piano sonata in B minor.